When I put my uniform on, I'm ready to help someone on the worst day of their life.
Oh. It's the ambulance here, mate.
As soon as we arrive, they just know they're in safe hands and that we're going to do everything we can to help them.
Does that feel better? Yeah?
I wouldn't have guessed you were 104.
I genuinely think laughter is the best medicine.
Let's go. Teddy wants to go. You're very brave.
To know that you bring someone that's very unwell to hospital and they get better. It's one of the best feelings in the world.
I promise I'll look after you.
Second to God, these people.
Let's get you in the ambulance, eh?
I feel really proud to wear this uniform and I feel really proud to be a paramedic.
On this episode of Paramedics,
Calm down. We're just taking you to hospital.
Carlos and Nee take on a confronting case.
You gotta put your hands down. Stop.
We just don't know whether she's going to walk in front of more vehicles or take further extreme lengths to harm herself.
Listen to us. You can't come out this way.
Slow your breathing down for me and we'll get to the bottom of this.
Will a massive heart attack tear this couple apart?
He looks after me. Without Bill, I can't do anything.
Whatever happens, we'll take care of you.
Just gonna have a quick listen to her breathing.
And a new mum faces every parent's worst nightmare.
When kids get sick, they can soldier on until they just fall off a cliff and drop really quickly.
So, taking my dog for a walk. When he gets tired, he just lays on the ground and I have to end up picking him up.
How big is he?
He's about 20 kilos, little Diego, who's not so little. He weighs a fair bit when you have to carry him.
Nee and Carlos have just clocked on and are catching up.
If you had to pick any animal to have as a pet, what would it be?
Oh, hands down, llama.
A llama.
They can hum.
They just hum.
And it's actually very soothing. I think Carlos has a tough exterior. You know, he's tatted all up, but once you get to know him, he's actually a big marshmallow inside, and he's a very kind, empathetic, funny man. Every time we work with each other, our belly's always hurting from laughing.
They can all hum to you.
They will hum to me. Get out.
While Nee and Carlos wait for their first job, at the Emergency Operations Centre, it's a busy evening.
SA Ambulance Service, tell me exactly what's happened.
Me and this other lady had found a woman who seems catatonic. She was just like walking in front of cars and she went and moved off the street.
A concerned member of the public has just witnessed what appears to be a frightening self-harm attempt.
Is she responding normally?
No.
Okay, I'm organising that help for you now. Are you happy to stay with her until we arrive?
Yeah, absolutely.
What have we got here? Priority 2, female. Found walking around on the street, walking in front of cars.
Okay.
Remote person managed to get her out of the road. Now she's sat at a bus stop, but not answering questions.
It's very vague. There's definitely big concerns for this patient.
So we're 2 minutes out.
If it is a mental health job, then is there drugs involved? Is there a medical cause that we need to rule out? Turn that off.
With so few details about the patient, Nee and Carlos approached the job cautiously, turning off their lights and sirens.
So bus stop?
Yeah, wearing black top, black pants.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we got a waiver.
While one bystander flags the crew down, others are trying to calm the woman and stop her from running back into oncoming traffic.
Hi. Hello, darling. My name's Carlos. I'm from the ambulance service, okay? I've got my friend Nee here. All right? What's been going on? What's happening? Are you able to talk to us? What's going on? Can you talk to us?
They're not responsible.
No? Okay. What did you guys see? Just walk in front of traffic? Sure,
jumping
okay.
in front of cars as soon as they move.
Oh, so them taking off and she's purposely tried to jump in front?
It's quite confronting pulling up into a situation like this, given that this lady has gone to extreme lengths to hurt herself. It could be a cry for help, but it can also be a suicide attempt.
We'll get you inside the ambulance, okay?
Off.
often wonder whether I would want my kids to be paramedics. And yeah, I'd be proud of the job that they did, absolutely.
Intensive care paramedic Dan has just started his shift as a solo operator, and he's feeling philosophical about his career, which has spanned nearly 2 decades.
Being a paramedic is a privileged job, but it can be a tough job. I guess you question yourself, you know, what is it that keeps you going? And for me, in the forefront is making a difference to the people that we meet.
Come on, turn it over, let's go! Come on, Tess!
When Dan does finish work, he doesn't stop making a difference. His other great passion is coaching his son's under-16 football team.
Oh, bad luck. Okay, reset!
It's definitely a release in some ways because you can envelop yourself and get immersed in this whole nother world. I wouldn't say it's stress-free. I probably invest too much in it for that, but I absolutely love it.
You guys might be out there having a shot at goal. I might be at work putting a needle in someone's chest or putting a tube down their throat, okay? Same thing. It's just a skill. It's a skill that you've practiced.
Dad's definitely my hero. I always look up to him with his standards, showing us the way. It's pretty amazing what he does for a job. It's pretty inspirational.
I can't be worrying about if I miss this, they're going to die. You can't be worrying about if you miss the shot at goal, we're going to lose. Forget that. You play your moment.
He's always looking after everyone, wanting the best for everyone, supporting you.
Between coaching strategies and saving lives, family time is precious with wife Megan and his boys Noah and Micah.
How long do you reckon you spend doing football?
I get paid through the barbecue. The parallels are there with football coaching and work. It really is about making an impact on other people. Sadly, I know all too well we're here for a short time. You never know when it's going to end, and when that does happen, all you've got left is what you've done for other people. So I hope I've done that at work. I hope I've done it for the kids at coaching. And when I pass on, I hope I can say that I've done my best for my wife and kids.
SA Ambulance Service, tell me exactly what's happened.
So we've got a young fella here who, in a football drill, has gone down and he's done something to his ankle.
Yeah.
He's pretty certain he's broken it.
A local football coach is on the line at the Emergency Operations Centre, worried about one of his star players.
It's swelling in front of us.
Yeah.
We've left him on the ground. He's given his pain score pretty much a 10 out of 10.
Not all fractured legs are given lights and sirens, but on this occasion, pain is a major factor. The concern is, with particularly a lower leg fracture, that the amount of swelling that happens in essentially a fixed compartment can cause so much pressure on the tissues that we start to get nerve damage and an absolute lack of blood flow to the areas that need it. So this is what creates a time-critical emergency.
We're here to help you. Just a couple of steps. We'll get you onto the bed.
Shall we?
Want to step forward?
The bed's just here.
That's it. Excellent. Well done.
Carlos and Nee have been called to a woman found running in front of cars on a busy road.
Alrighty, in we go.
You're gonna be all right. They're gonna look after you. They're gonna take care of you, okay?
Good Samaritans have helped convince the woman to get into the ambulance.
We're from the ambulance service, okay? You're somewhere safe. Do you have any ID on you? Do you have a phone, driver's license? No? Are you able to tell me your name?
This lady appears quite anxious and quite scared, and we don't know why.
So I've only just gotten the story from the people that helped you there. They're saying that you've been walking in front of traffic. Is there a reason why? Do you mind if I do a couple of checks? I'm just going to check your blood pressure, your heart rate, your sugar levels.
We're not getting anywhere at the moment. She's not talking to us, she's not looking at us. This is like a trauma response of some sort, or some sort of psychosis. And we can't really rule out or rule in anything.
Good to go when you are.
All our findings are within normal ranges and quite acceptable. So I've noticed this isn't a medical episode, it's more of a mental health episode. And for the safety of everyone, it's just best to get her to the hospital where she needs to be. We gotta leave these ones on. The vehicle's moving. Try to relax.
But once the team get on the road, the patient starts becoming increasingly agitated.
You okay, Carlos?
No, we have to take you to hospital. We can't let you go, the vehicle's moving.
A frightened human is unpredictable and very dangerous. So if something does happen, I want to get out and help Carlos pretty quickly.
Try to relax. We might need Saipol. We have to take you to hospital. Yeah, get Saipol now. Just try to relax, calm down.
Prospect 50, we just need Staple.
With the situation escalating quickly, Nee calls for police backup.
My biggest concern right now is that she's going to lash out and seriously hurt Carlos in the process.
You gotta put your hands down. Stop. Stop.
Here you go.
Intensive care paramedic Dan is racing to help a 17-year-old who sounds like he's broken his leg at football training.
This absolutely could curtail his sporting career. He may not be able to run and kick and do all the things that he used to do as well again. Hopefully it doesn't come to that for this young fella. Hey, mate.
So if you drive just through that gate there, you should be able to drive straight across the oval.
Yep, awesome.
It's just on the other side there.
Cheers. There'll be an ambulance soon too.
The ground is familiar territory for Dan.
This is an oval where I've had many memories of this club beating our club by a lot. They're an awesome football club. So I feel at home in a weird kind of way, and I understand this situation.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm Daniel. What's your name?
Jack.
Jack. What happened?
I was going for the footy.
Yep.
I didn't want to hammer one of the younger guys.
Okay.
So I missed his foot.
Yep.
And pretty much my foot just went like something like that.
Twisted around?
Yeah.
Did you hear or feel any crack?
Yeah, and a burn.
How's your pain out of 10 right now? 10? Let's get you some medication, eh?
With 10 out of 10 pain, I'm going the humane approach. Let's get that under control a little bit before we go playing around with the site of injury and moving it.
I'll take the edge off it. So just in through the mouth, out through the nose. All right? Good man.
Jack's worried mum, Vesna, hurried to the ground as soon as she heard about her son's accident.
When I saw Jack, I thought, oh, heavens. As a parent, you don't want to see any kid injured, let alone your own. And Jack's laying there in dire straits.
You're all cold now.
Yeah, a bit freeze.
Yeah. So we'll get this pain under control and get you out of here real quick.
To reduce the extreme pain, Dan is also giving the stoic Jack some intravenous fentanyl.
He can have 50. So we're going to give you a good amount now of pain reliever into your vein.
Now that we've got Jack's pain under some sense of control, we're able to expose the injury and have a look.
Hold still.
Hold your leg still.
Keep breathing in. Keep breathing deep. That's it.
Oh, that's definitely broken.
So nothing's come out?
Just swelling around the ankle area.
The leg is clearly deformed. There's a level of swelling there as well. So it's likely there's a fractured lower leg, but at this point we don't know how bad it is. His playing future at the moment is definitely under a cloud.
Good man. All right.
Just try to relax, calm down. You're okay.
Carlos and Nee's volatile patient is lashing out.
Try to relax.
The unknown woman was found running in front of cars in what appeared to be a deliberate self-harm attempt. She needs to be assessed at hospital, but is refusing to go.
Stop. You gotta put your hands down.
To protect the patient, Carlos is forced into extreme action.
I'm gonna have to put you under my care and control because you can walk in front of traffic, okay?
We do have a mental health act where we can care and control people. It essentially means that they have to be seen by a medical team and a mental health specialist as well.
You can't go out
you can't get out that way.
You can't go out through that way.
Listen to us. Listen to us.
Try to relax.
You can't go out that way.
It's definitely something we don't do lightly. It's our last resort.
Just slow that breathing down. Okay? You're okay. You can't come out this way, Dan.
But as the woman continues to struggle, Nia and Carlos face a difficult choice.
We can get you out. Just relax.
Physically, we can't pin someone down. There's too many chances of one of us getting hurt, plus the patient as well. So for everyone's safety, it's just best to let this patient leave the ambulance.
Can we get SAPO on it too? We got a patient under care and control who's absconding.
Roger, safety.
With the patient high risk and unpredictable, Nia and Carlos follow her on foot from a safe distance while they wait for police backup.
SAPO shouldn't be too long.
Roger, cheers, mate. I thought she went down this way, Carlos.
Did she?
I thought she turned down this way.
So we're keeping our eyes on her, and then she turns down the side alley and disappears. Like Houdini, just vanished in thin air.
I don't know where she went.
I swear she walked down this way.
It leaves a bad feeling knowing that this person's by themselves in the city. We just don't know what she's going to do next now, whether she's going to walk in front of more vehicles or take further extreme lengths to harm herself.
I just don't want to walk in front of traffic or something.
Jack, how's that going? It's going pretty good. Good man.
Intensive care paramedic Dan has come to the rescue of 17-year-old Jack. The star footballer tried to avoid a collision with a teammate, but has ended up with a suspected broken leg. Worried mum Vesna is by her son's side.
How's your pain out of 10?
Said he's still at 3.
He's doing well.
Obviously, pain is a major factor with any likely broken bone, but there are other things we need to worry about.
Just make sure we can keep assessing his pedal pulse.
We want to check the circulation beyond the level of injury to make sure there's still really good blood flow getting down to the foot.
Jack, can you feel us touching it?
Can you feel me touching
Yeah.
the toes, yeah?
Yep, good. Okay.
Thankfully, at this point, all is good, but that can quickly change.
Okay, I'll hold the bottom.
Jack's deformed leg now needs to be carefully splintered.
Got that around. Beautiful. You've got that.
We've got to be really careful. There could be shards of fractured bone in there, and we don't want to cause further damage to his tissue.
Nice and still. What a legend.
Thanks, Daniel.
What position do you play?
Rock.
Ruck, yeah? Oh, superstar status. All right, we're gonna sit you, and then with your good leg and us to assist you, stand and get on the bed.
So we get to the moment where we need to get Jack up onto our stretcher. So we go the approach that he can use his good leg to get up, thinking that it'll be a struggle.
Just sit here for a sec. We're in no rush. Oh, okay.
Okay,
We're in a rush.
you're in a rush.
Okay.
Don't fall over. You don't need another one.
That's all right.
Wow, did I underestimate Jack or what? We give him the instruction and he's almost like, yes, coach, and bang, he's in position. How good is this kid?
Are you guys happy to get to hospital? Yeah. It's apparently women's and children's. He seems too big, doesn't he? Your food bill must be enormous.
It is. It's like a horse.
Yeah.
It's so big.
All right.
At this stage, there's real unknowns as to the extent of the injury and therefore what type of recovery Jack's going to need.
Come on in.
Okay.
But it's a big injury. At worst, it's going to mean that he won't play footy again.
She wouldn't tell me her name, where she lives. She wouldn't talk to me at all.
Keep trying to stop traffic.
Yeah.
Nia and Carlos were trying to transport a woman in urgent need of mental health care to hospital when she ran away.
I don't think she would have gone too far. She's probably down that way a little bit.
The woman's earlier attempts to self-harm make her an extremely vulnerable patient. Finding her quickly is critical.
We'll get out straight away.
We might do a loop around as well and see if we can find her.
Yeah.
All right.
It is difficult to think that we could potentially get cleared from this job right now. But it wouldn't sit well with us because if we can't find her and our next job is a priority 1 to someone that's been hit by a car, it would break our heart.
I just don't know how far she would actually go. It's tricky because she might have just ducked in like an alleyway or something.
Or she could even be hiding behind like a car, wearing all black. It's so hard to kind of spot someone, isn't it?
You're so right. We won't be able to see her.
The extensive search has failed to find the woman. But just as Nee and Carlos are ready to give up, there's a breakthrough.
See the update?
No.
It's just an updated location.
Oh, they found her.
There is an element of relief when we do see her. She's quite agitated, quite frustrated that she's been found, but at least she's safe.
You're okay, you're in safe hands, okay?
Now the woman is back in Carlos and Nee's care, she can be transported to hospital for a full mental health assessment. A police officer will be riding along to keep everyone safe.
There's such a big spectrum with mental health. Everyone has a different upbringing and history, so whether it's been building for days, months, years, or something's just triggered them that day, you just don't know what people are going through.
We're just around the corner now, right?
So I think it's just super important just to be kind to one another.
All right, let's get you somewhere safe.
It is a massive relief to get her to the hospital and know that now she's where she needs to be.
I really felt sad for her. She was just by herself and all alone.
And good on the bystanders for doing something about it because obviously it's quite confronting when someone's trying to step in front of traffic.
They were actually very supportive and caring. Like, they even offered to go with her to the hospital.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite remarkable.
I feel like this job has taught me that there are genuinely nice people out there in the public that do want to help and make a difference as well. I just hope for this patient that she actually gets the help that she needs.
You all right?
I'm good. I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
How's your pain out of 10 now?
I still feel a little bit of a burn, but not too much.
Intensive care paramedic Dan is on the way to hospital with 17-year-old Jack. An accident at football training has left the teenager with a suspected fractured leg. Mum Vesna is by his side.
You have to train, what, 2 nights a week out here?
Train Tuesday, but tomorrow I'm meant to have a game, so I can't do that now.
Well, my team was training tonight.
Who are you playing for?
Well, I don't play anymore, but I coached.
Oh.
Yeah. Coached the under-16, 2 wins from 2. I'm a happy coach at the moment.
Despite the fact that Jack's got this injured leg, right now he's just enjoying chatting about footy, and I admit, so am I.
You love it, obviously, but it'll be up to the docs on what they think, whether it's end of this season or not, that you get back.
I reckon the boys will be a bit disappointed.
Losing the big key forward ruckman, they'll be flat as a tack. Your coach was probably holding back tears, I'd reckon.
This is the sport I love, and I've got to reflect on the fact, though, that it can be dangerous at times. But the fun and the joy that these kids get out of it, and that sense of team and the sense of achieving something difficult, I think it's hard to replicate that.
All right, so we're just pulling up. Do you feel like you need more pain relief?
I definitely need it.
Okay.
With the team now at hospital, it's over to the doctors to confirm just how much damage has been done.
All right, you keep those arms in, you're doing well.
This isn't simply a physical recovery. This is going to be a mental recovery as well. As amazing as his attitude has been today, he's going to have down points. And it's at those moments that he's going to have to dig deep. And I assume his team's going to get around him to help get him through.
There you go.
It's an ambulance. Tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know what's wrong with my husband. He's laying down and he's screaming. He's got a chest pain.
A distressed woman is on the line at the Emergency Operations Centre, fearing her 76-year-old husband may be suffering a heart attack.
Is he breathing?
Yeah, very hard for him to breathe, he said.
Is he clammy or having cold sweat?
Bill, are you having sweat?
Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm feeling needles for hands.
Sally and Olivia are now on their way, lights and sirens.
So we're going priority 2 to a man in his 70s.
Bill, who's complaining of chest pain, doesn't mention any other symptoms, but chest pain in this age group may be a symptom of a heart attack.
Yes.
If Bill is having a heart attack, it's really critical that we get there quickly and identify it because time is muscle, so every minute counts.
Hello? Are you just in the front room, Bill? My name's Olivia. This is Sally. Pain?
Just
Yeah. Have you ever had that before?
not like this. I've got things for everything.
All right. What I need you to do is slow your breathing down for me, and we'll get to the bottom of this.
We need to work out really quickly what's going on here. Is it respiratory? Is he having a heart attack? Because Bill's life could be hanging in the balance.
Intensive care paramedic and new dad Bill is starting his day shift after a tough night as a parent.
Both my wife and I are paramedics, so there are definitely complexities having a small child. I mean, coming off of night shift with your eyes falling out of your head and handing over to one another, here's a child that's been up all night, I'm off to work, can always be a delicate balance.
As the sleep-deprived dad heads off for a caffeine hit, at the Emergency Operations Centre, there's a cry for help from a worried mum.
SA Ambulance Service, tell me exactly what's happened.
I've got a 6-month-old baby and I've given her some kiwis to try, but around her mouth has gone red pretty quickly and her eyes are a little bit puffy.
I want you to watch her very closely. If she becomes less awake and vomits, quickly lay her on her side. We'll have an urgent response coming out for her, okay?
This job can be life or death if we don't get there in a fast enough time. Anaphylaxis is basically an allergic reaction, but on a greater scale and more life-threatening. And I can't imagine how the parents would be feeling if it was my daughter. I'd be extremely worried and extremely scared. When it comes to small children, they are at particular risk. They've got very small airways that can close over in a matter of seconds and potentially be closed over forever.
So tell me what happened.
We went shopping on my way.
Yeah?
I got tired and I come in here. I feel dizzy.
Yeah.
Olivia and Sally are trying to find out what's causing Bill's frightening symptoms.
I can see you're breathing heavy.
The fact that Bill's got chest pain, that he has trouble breathing, these are both signs of having a heart attack. So it's really important that we perform our assessment really efficiently to figure out exactly what this is.
This is going to be tight on your arm. It's how I check your blood pressure. Have you done anything today to try and get rid of the pain?
No, it just came suddenly to him.
Bill's wife, Sophia, knew instantly that something was horribly wrong with her husband of more than 50 years.
Bill was driving and I was sitting next to him and he said to me, Sophie, I don't feel well. And I said, what's wrong? What's wrong? He said, I don't know, my chest hurts me. So he stopped and I took over. By the time we came home, he was screaming. He couldn't stand the pain. It was very scary.
You're doing a great job. Just keep taking some deep breaths for me, okay? Have you had a heart attack before?
I don't think so.
Today's chest pain is just another major health issue for the 76-year-old.
He's got cancer on his blood, on his bladder.
He's got bladder cancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dialysis.
Okay.
Sophia tells me that Bill's got bladder cancer and she's got kidney failure, and my heart breaks.
So now our machine needs to take a tracing of your heart.
Bill could be having a heart attack right in front of our eyes. This is Sophia's worst nightmare. She's sitting there watching the love of her life potentially dying in front of her.
way to block every lane.
Peak hour traffic is frustrating Bill's efforts to race to a 6-month-old baby having a worrying allergic reaction to her first kiwi fruit.
Thank you. When you've got small children, having a severe allergic reaction, time is definitely of the essence. We need to get there as quickly as possible to administer that first lot of adrenaline, because we know that without that, their airways may close over and they may stop breathing. Hey guys.
Bill arrives at the same time as another crew.
How you going? Good, thanks. I'm Bill.
Waiting anxiously inside are Zara's grandmother Josie and mum Margarita.
Oh, hello little one.
So I just tried to feed Zara kiwi this morning. Sorry, my first time up, and she's kind of come up with a bit of reaction in like the first 20 minutes.
Oh, talky girl. Hi, Zara. So the first thing I'm looking for is making sure that Zara hasn't got any swelling anywhere around her face. I'm also looking at her skin colour to make sure that she's getting enough perfusion to the vital organs in her body. So has she got any other medical conditions at all?
She does. She's got tracheal malacia.
Okay.
She's got floppy airways.
Gotcha, I was going to say I could hear that just when she was sort of breathing just then. Tracheal malacia can be extremely anxiety-provoking. It's when your airway rings are very floppy and not quite formed properly, so at any time your airway can sort of close over and block while either breathing or eating, making it hard to breathe. Just going to have a quick listen to her breathing. That sounds okay.
Little Zara doesn't appear to be showing signs of a life-threatening anaphylactic reaction right now, but Bill isn't ready to relax just yet.
When kids get sick, they can soldier on for a little period of time until they get sicker and sicker and sicker, and then they just fall off a cliff and drop really quickly.
You're okay.
Bill has agonising chest pain, and Olivia and Sally are worried the 76-year-old might be having a massive heart attack.
Just keep taking some deep breaths.
They're hoping an ECG will provide more information. Bill's wife, Sophia, is anxiously watching on.
12 lead looks okay-ish. He's got like drooping ST segments. SAPs look okay, heart rate's 80. BP's okay. BP was 138 on 92.
So on the ECG, I'm not seeing any obvious signs that he's having a heart attack. But given he has chest pain, he has shortness of breath, and also his age, it could still be a cardiac event.
I'm going to give you a tablet under your tongue.
So we administer a GTN tablet, which can reduce pain by increasing blood flow around the heart and decreasing the workload of the heart.
If I help you, are you able to sit up? Just be easier for me to listen to you breathing that way. That's it. Breath rate's 40. Yeah. I have an aspirin to chew up, okay? And then I'll give you some oxygen to help with your breathing.
I'm concerned that Bill's respiratory rate is really high, and a high respiratory rate is normally an indication of severity. So I know that something very serious is going on.
We'll take you up to the hospital and they'll be able to figure out what's going on. But whatever happens, we'll take care of you.
It's not the news Bill wanted to hear. He constantly cares for Sophia as she undergoes grueling dialysis, and he'll now be forced to leave her at home with a friend.
Without Bill, I wouldn't have survived all this thing that I'm going through. He looks after me, takes care of me. Without him, I can't do anything.
So we'll get you on the bed, nice and slow, please.
The couple met when they were just 20 years old.
Bill took me out on a date to a restaurant, and I even remember what we ate that night. That's 56 years ago. I don't think I would cope if anything happened to him. Yeah.
He's gonna be okay. He's gonna be all right.
It's okay. We're gonna look after him so he can come back and look after you. All right? Yeah. I promise you, he's in good hands and we'll take really good care of him. All right? Okay. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. We'll get going, okay?
Let's get moving.
I can tell Bill was still in a lot of pain and he's still having a lot of trouble breathing. He could deteriorate very quickly. So it's time critical that we get onwards to the hospital.
I'm good to go. So let's go on a 2.
Yep.
How are you going? Let's have a quick look.
Intensive care paramedic Bill is examining Zara for any telltale signs of an allergic reaction.
Well done.
First-time mum Margarita and grandma Josie panicked when the 6-month-old turned red and puffy after eating kiwi fruit for the first time.
That looks good. Lovely. So lips look really good. Her chest looks nice and clear. There's no sort of rashes or welts or anything like that. Are you buckled in down here?
Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, that's all right.
I'll pop these down if you want.
That's all right. I know exactly how to do it. Got a little one at home.
Okay.
There you go. Being a parent's very much helped in my favour for Zara. Sometimes dressing my daughter is like trying to dress an octopus, flailing around with her arms and legs. So, yeah, Zara's definitely more compliant for me today. No respiratory distress, no intercostal recession, no tugging. Everything else looks pretty good. Is that your sock? Is that your sock? At the moment, Zara's looking fantastic.
Okay, sweet.
Has she been teething long as well?
Yeah.
So when you get that massive build-up of saliva constantly around the mouth, she will get that reddening.
Rash.
Yes.
Okay.
So you
Sorry
said
to make you all come out.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. It's what we're here for. As a parent, you're the one who knows your child best. If you believe that something is not quite right, then you have every right to seek help.
Now that Bill is confident that Zara isn't having an anaphylactic reaction, he's curious to know what else is on her menu.
You haven't given her a big chop yet? Gotcha. Oh, awesome. Conversations I have now mainly revolve around children and babies and changing nappies and sleepless nights. Oh, wow, look at that thing.
Yes, steriliser is quite good, actually.
Oh, yeah. 4 or 5 years ago, I would have thought I would have never have been at this stage. Sit, baby girl. Look at your beautiful eyes. Okay. See you, Zara.
Thank you.
All the best. No worries. We've actually got number 2 on the way, but I've loved every minute of it and I wouldn't ever change a thing. When your kid gets sick, it's almost the worst thing that's happened to you in your life. Everything goes cloudy, you lose all sense of reason, and I've been there. But yeah, Mum definitely did the right thing by calling us. If she was to have a reaction that was to cause even the smallest amount of swelling in her airways, Zara would have been in big trouble.
If 10 out of 10 is the worst pain you've ever had, how bad do you think the pain is?
7.
Olivia and Sally are racing Bill to hospital.
Just gonna give you something stronger for the pain, okay?
The 76-year-old has agonising chest pain and is breathing very fast.
I note that Bill's respiratory rate is now 36, despite the pain relief, the oxygenation, the GTN, all of the things that we've given to try and get on top of it. So I'm incredibly worried that he's gotten worse despite my interventions.
Adding to the anxiety for Bill is the forced separation from his wife, Sophia. She requires dialysis in hospital and relies on him to be by her side.
I don't know if you heard that they've been married for 56 years.
56 years?
It's a good effort.
Bill looks terrified. Not only is he in pain, but he's worried about Sophia. He's her carer, so I can only imagine how he's feeling. It is the worst possible position to be in.
Did that pain relief help you? A little bit, okay.
Fortunately, the team are now arriving at hospital.
I have something else. Just open your mouth. Another tablet for the pain.
As we drop Bill off at the hospital, he's really unwell. His respiratory rate is still through the roof. He's still incredibly uncomfortable with pain.
Few bumps, Bill.
In my heart, I really hope that Bill gets to go home, but I don't know what's next for him. I don't know if he's going to make it home to Sophia.
I hope that they've got like a close-knit family to be able to help take care of her.
I know, because when she broke down in tears, I was like, oh, my heart broke. He wouldn't have wanted to go to hospital.
No.
Because he would have been concerned about her.
Yeah.
And all she was concerned about him.
Yeah.
56 years of love right there.
Yep.
Jack, how's that going? Keep breathing deep.
17-year-old Jack fell at football training while trying to avoid a collision with a teammate.
Jack, can you feel us touching it?
Dan feared the teenager may have fractured his leg and put his football future in jeopardy.
Hey, Jack. You getting ready for footy?
Yeah.
Scans revealed Jack escaped with just a sprained ankle. But what Jack thought would be a positive outcome turned into something no one could ever have imagined.
I got told to elevate the leg for most of the day. I didn't elevate my leg at all, pretty much, and then a blood clot formed in my calf, and that went into the lungs.
Jack was rushed back to hospital for life-saving treatment.
The clot would have reached his heart eventually, so it could have been the end of his life. Now he's on blood thinners for at least 6 months, so there'll be no contact sports at all, and he's missing that part of his life. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is that he's on the mend and things are going to work out well.
Kick it. Come on. You got him, you got him, you got him. Oh.
While Jack will be forced to support his team from the sidelines for the next few months, he's doing his best to stay positive.
I want to play so badly. I'd get out there right now if I had the chance, but I got next season to do better, run better, do everything better.
That's it, good kick. Oh, short. Hello, little one.
New mum Margarita called 000 in a panic when 6-month-old Zara turned red and puffy after eating her first kiwi fruit.
Just gonna have a quick listen to her breathing.
Bill was happy to find the reaction was only mild, but the baby's cute factor was off the charts.
Oh, talky girl.
Thankfully, Zara recovered quickly, and next day, she tackled her first lamb chomp with gusto.
Pain?
On my chest.
Sophia was forced to call an ambulance when her husband of more than 50 years, Bill, developed agonising chest pain and was struggling to breathe.
Just keep taking some deep breaths.
Olivia and Sally feared the much-loved 76-year-old was having a heart attack, but the tests were inconclusive. Bill was rushed to hospital, leaving behind his wife, who he cares for daily. No one could be sure if they'd see each other again.
Here's your highness.
Thank you.
But 3 days later, Bill did make it home and was reunited with the love of his life.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Tests at hospital confirmed Bill did have a heart attack.
At one stage, I was worried I wasn't gonna make it. You know, I was panicking. It was one of the scariest things in my life.
Bill had surgery to have stents put in.
Garlic, tomatoes.
Yeah, all right.
Though he's back home caring for Sophia, he's been forced to take things a little slower.
I always say to him, Bill, what happened to you? You're not the same anymore. He said, don't forget I had a heart attack and I'm old. Bill, can you scratch my back, please?
Just like Sophia, Bill will be having lots of medical appointments in the near future, but is grateful for his second chance at life.
The two paramedics that would look after me, they're awesome. I want to thank them from all my heart. Yeah. Because they saved my life. Yes, they did.